If you're about to place your next trade, just because you saw a nice green candle, stop. Stop for 3 minutes. Let me tell you something real. Trading is probably the only profession where people jump in without any training whatsoever. You can't be a doctor without going to med school. You can't be a pilot without time in a simulator. But trading? Open an account, fund it, hit buy or sell, and boom, 90% of traders lose money. Not because they're stupid, but because they think wrong from the very beginning. That's why this book, The New Trading for a Living by Dr. Alexander Elder, is different. It doesn't sell dreams. It throws cold water on your face, then helps you wake up and start over the right way. Dr. Elder isn't some TikTok guru with slick lines. He's a psychiatrist who escaped from the Soviet Union to America with $25 in his pocket and became a seasoned trader. So trust me, he understands the mental battle you're fighting. If you've ever lost money in the markets, wondered why doing it right still leads to losing, or want to take trading seriously, then this is the first book you should read. And in this video, I'll show you why. You know what I love most about this book? It doesn't try to get you excited. It tries to make you wake up. No get-rich-quick promises, no magical formula with 3 indicators. Elder says it plainly. You will lose money, many times, until you finally understand yourself. This book is a mirror for your trading mind. It shows you why you keep sabotaging your own account. Ever chased a trade because it felt right? Held onto a loser hoping it would turn around? Cut a loss and watch the market immediately reverse? This book won't just give you tools. It dissects your behavior and gives you a framework to rebuild your system with the right mindset, proper analysis, smart execution, and most of all, solid risk management. Trading is not an emotional game. It's a profession, and you need to act like a professional. After reading this book, you might not get rich overnight, but you will lose less, understand your losses, and stay in the game long enough to get better. That's what makes this book truly valuable. So what's the foundation of a successful trader? Dr. Elder says it's like a 3-legged stool: psychology, market analysis, and risk management. Let's start with psychology. Elder says traders don't lose because their systems are bad. They lose because they can't control themselves. Have you ever traded while angry, doubled down just to get even? Held a losing trade because you thought it would come back? That's not strategy. That's addiction. Elder compares losing traders to alcoholics. They know it's wrong, but they just can't stop. He even calls it Losers Anonymous. What's the fix? Keep a journal. Track your emotions and reasons for entering trades. Remind yourself every morning, I can destroy my account if I'm not careful, and never trade when your head's not right. Next, market analysis. Elder doesn't teach you to predict the future. He teaches you to read the present, because markets are made of people, and people repeat patterns. He teaches you how to use tools like MACD, histogram, stochastic, RSI, and ADX. Not too many indicators, just a few used well. And don't twist your charts to fit what you want to see. As Peter Lynch says, if you need to tilt your head to see a head and shoulders pattern, there probably isn't one. Now, risk management. The part most traders ignore. But every blown-up account proves it's crucial. Never risk more than 2% of your account on a single trade. No matter how sure you feel. That one trade you're certain about, the one that makes you say, let's go all in and retire? That's usually the one that sends you to zero. Elder compares it to deep-sea diving. Professional traders monitor their oxygen, their capital. They know when to come up. They don't dive into a cave just because it feels lucky. If you want to last in trading, you have to survive. That means cutting losses, managing position sizes, and knowing when to stay out. You can have the best system, the flashiest tools, the most experience. But if you miss just one leg of the stool, psychology, analysis, or risk control, you'll still fall. Now let's talk trading systems. I've seen traders spend thousands of dollars chasing so-called holy grail systems, but Elder is clear. No system guarantees wins forever. The only good system is one that stops you from trading stupidly. He introduces 3 systems that are simple and practical. First, the triple screen trading system. It uses multiple time frames, long-term charts to find the trend, intermediate charts to find counter-trend setups, short-term charts to time entries. It helps you stay with the big trend, avoid bad timing, and skip emotional trades. Second, the impulse system. It combines EMA for trend direction and MACD histogram for momentum. If both rise, buy. If both fall, sell. If they disagree, do nothing. Simple, clear, and great for emotional traders. Third, the channel trading system. It uses EMA and ATR to define a value zone. You don't buy when the market is running hot. You wait for it to pull back into the zone and only buy if the trend still supports it. These systems don't predict the future. They keep you disciplined, consistent, and protected from bad decisions. Discipline beats emotion. Systems beat gut feelings. Elder gives you both. Now here are some harsh truths. Truth 1. The market is built for you to lose. Spread, slippage, commissions, they're all stacked against you. And your emotions? Farmed by bots and algos. If you don't know who the sucker is at the poker table, you are the sucker. Truth 2. You're not losing because you don't know enough. You're losing because you don't have control. Pride, FOMO, all-in trades, that's not strategy. That's gambling. The market doesn't take your money. You give it away. Truth 3. Gurus lose too. Stop worshiping them. They might win for a while, but no one beats probability forever. If you trade based on what someone else believes, not what you believe, you're in trouble. Bottom line, no shortcuts, no heroes, no illusions, just hard work, clear thinking, and doing it right. Before we wrap up, here are 5 quotes worth remembering. You are the weakest link in your trading system. Markets are never wrong. Opinions often are. You can only win by treating trading as a serious intellectual pursuit. Amateurs focus on rewards. Professionals focus on risk. Being wrong is acceptable. Staying wrong is unacceptable. If you remember just these before every trade, you're already ahead of most traders out there. So, final thoughts. If someone asked me, what's the first book I should read as a trader? I wouldn't even blink. Read The New Trading for a Living. Before the Market teaches you the same lessons the hard, expensive way. This book gives you clarity, foundation, and the mindset to stay in the game. If you're serious about trading, don't just watch this review. Get the book. The link is in the description. And if you found this helpful, leave a like, subscribe to Tradebook Hub, hit the bell, and tell me what book to review next. Trading doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be done right. See you in the next video. Trade smart and stay alive long enough to win.